This is a show about stepping out of your comfort zone. It's about leaving the main quest line for a minute to see what you're made of. It's about learning who you are and what it means to stretch yourself into something new. We're setting off on a journey and we want you to join us. This is season 1 of Side Quests, our weekly challenge podcast.
That's right, party people. It is time for the first episode of the first season of the brand new podcast from us, Side Quests. I'm your host, Steven, joined as always by other host, Jacob, and other host, TV's Travis. The three of us have gathered together to figure out what we're going to do to stretch ourselves into new and interesting shapes. In the metaphorical sense, I suppose. This show, you get to tell us what to do, but only within reason. And we request that maybe you join us in the weird thing that you vote for us to do. How's that sound? Because we all need you to join us in this adventure. So quick, brief overview of what we're doing here. We got ourselves a tournament of quests, a tournament of adventures to go on, and we're going to every week give you two choices of which thing you think we should accomplish in the next week. And then the loser of that bracket, so we do one, whichever one loses moves forward and will go up against another challenge the following week or weeks down the road. You'll see it again. So we're voting for which one we want to do this week, and we're encouraging you to join us on this journey. So we got a lot we're hoping to get out of it, but first we want to get you voting. So the important thing you do right now is go to twodorks.net/poll, where you will see our straw poll, where you can vote for your quest. If you're listening in audio, this is the only poll you will not be able to participate in. At the end of this show, there will be a new one that you can vote in as the week goes on, and then we'll reveal who wins next week. But this one's special for the people that are here with us today. Jacob, what are our two quests?
Today, you can vote on one of two things. You can go on a Culinary World Tour with us, where we're going to either do 3 or 4. We haven't quite finalized that yet, but either 3 or 4 out of our next 7 meals are going to be meals from a unique culture, a different culture from yours. So you could either do a different country, or you could do a different region, or you could do a different cultural. But the goal is to step out of your comfort zone and cook 3 or 4 meals out of next week from a unique culture that's not yours. And the second thing that we could potentially do, if you guys choose to vote for it, is get driven 2 miles away, blindfolded, and you have to make your way back home. And it could be I think we're doing 2 miles as the crow flies.
Right.
So it could be a radius of 2 miles away from your home, and you get dropped off blindfolded. And we're going to have like a GPS or a phone in our backpack or something, so that if we do happen to, get in major trouble, we'll have access to some things. But the idea is for you to use your intuition, use your senses, use everything you got to try to make it home. And hopefully you're not familiar enough with the area where you're just like, oh, shoot, there's Costco right there. I could just walk this way. So yeah, those are what you guys get to vote for. So go to straw poll or Two Dorks. What is it?
twodorks.net/poll. twodorks.net/poll. And I was going to put it up for the Twitterers as well, so they can vote. If they're not able to attend us here, they'll at least get a link. But I'll do that in a second when I'm not trying to say things. So
they're already jumping on us.
Are they already on it?
Way too short.
Oh, come on, man. So if you look, like I did this just to see how challenging it might actually be. If you do a 2 mile radius around your point where you are right now, like your house, it could potentially be a long walk. Like 2 miles as the crow flies is not 2 miles up the road by road,
Right, because you're definitely going to be not just walking a straight line back, and it is important to note that the GPS is a fail-safe if you get hopelessly lost.
Sure.
The idea is to use your orienteering skills or your knowledge of the land.
Right. And your social engineering, so you go knock on some random person's door and be like, where do I go?
There you go.
And we're
Sure.
encouraging if
And
yeah, oh go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and if 2 miles from home, if you're gonna join us in this challenge, and 2 miles from your house, it's difficult. Like Phelan bringing up 2 miles is pretty short. I know where Phelan lives. Remember that. I know where you live. Uh, and 2 miles from there, I can understand that being a little bit difficult. So you can either change the origin point or expand it out a little bit if you want to. Like
Yeah.
Sure.
make it's flexible, but definitely it's going to be an interesting challenge because you're blindfolded on your way there too.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you don't know where you're getting dropped off.
Right. And we had discussed each of us picking the spot for each other where
Mhm.
you're going to get dropped off. So I don't
Yeah,
know
for the three
anything
of us, I
about
think.
Travis's territory, and he doesn't know anything about mine. And I mean, Jacob lives close, but there's a lot of area around Jacob I don't really know that well. So
Yes.
when we all choose that for each other, it's going to make for a much more adventurous thing. And we are encouraging, if you do participate in this with us, either log what you're doing with video or audio of some sort that you can share with us, and then we can play back on the show. Because we're all planning on doing a little bit of amateur vlogging as we
Yes.
go along
Yes,
of
absolutely.
where am I, what is my feeling, how am I going to get where I need to go. So
Yeah.
that's challenge one. So I don't want to talk about it too much in case it loses and we need to talk about it again a few episodes from now. But tell us about the second challenge, Travis.
So the second challenge, the Culinary World Tour, Jacob kind of outlined it pretty well, which is we're going to find a. I don't know if we finalized how we're going to choose what cuisine we want to cook from, or if we're going to just make it up as we go. But you're right. It's step out of your comfort zone. It's cook some stuff that you wouldn't normally make, or maybe not even normally eat. Try something new from a different part of the world. So it might be Mediterranean cooking or Middle Eastern cooking or traditional Indian cuisine. So stuff that maybe you just don't have access to or you don't try that often.
Yeah.
And we did limit it to 3 to 4 meals over the next 7 days because seven straight was going to be pretty tough to do. Plus, it's going to make for a hefty grocery bill because odds are a lot of what you're getting is going to end up being kind of single use stuff, depending on what gets chosen. So,
Yeah.
uh,
And the other thing I wanted to mention is the idea is not to if you're used to Mediterranean food, if you eat Mediterranean meatballs once a week, then
mhm,
the idea is not to go straight to Mediterranean. Be like, hey, look, it's not my culture, it's not my thing, so I'm going to make them. And oh, hey, man, I eat Japanese style cuisine every week by grilling some tuna with some uh, I don't know, soy sauce or something. I don't know, but the goal here is to do something that you're not used to doing, and whether it's
yeah,
I don't know asabuco or in Jamaican cooking or I don't. It doesn't matter. Just to get out of your comfort zone.
So I
absolutely.
think cooking for me, cooking anything Mexican or Italian is just a cop out
It is.
because I do that all the time. So yeah, I've got some strategies I've thought of how to find good recipes that might be far enough out of my comfort zone that it'll work. I definitely think we should do four. I think after talking about it, I think 4 out of 7. And I mean, you've got 3 meals a day you eat, right? So
Yeah.
we could
Yeah.
do lunch or breakfast in a style that's different. Or I was considering just dinners, but if you decide you're gonna eat some sort of Slovakian thing for lunch, then go
Yeah.
for it. I ate a block of fried
Mhm,
cheese in the Czech Republic once.
there you
So I
go.
mean, there's possibilities everywhere.
And Amy Frost is in our chat, and she's saying that this would be a tricky one for her because she can't think of too many she doesn't eat regularly. African cuisine probably being the most likely, but that's fine. You can find even a dish within a cuisine that maybe is something you've never tried before.
Yeah.
Um, you might love Mexican cooking, but you've never tried like I can't think of pabil. You've
Hmm.
never had the slow roasted pork, and it's something that would be new for you to try. So that's at least stretching a little bit. Because I can understand what she's saying. I eat a very wide variety of stuff, and I like a lot of different cuisines. So
Hmm.
for me, it's going to be stepping out and doing something. Who knows? Maybe I try doing haggis.
Oh snap!
Never done it
Ooh.
before.
Oh,
Who
don't
who
throw it out
knows?
now, because you might be in
Ooh.
for it. People are gonna expect
Who
haggis.
knows?
Ooh.
We'll
But
see.
And both of these quests lend themselves very well to updates. And so that's what we're hoping is that not only will you guys get on the Discord and update us on what you guys are doing, but we'll also try to get on Discord and see if we can update you on what we're doing, whether it's the 2 mile walk or whether it's the the walkabout, as Jules would say, or whether it's the Culinary World Tour. We'd like to bring you guys in and have everybody really communicate and chat through that side quest channel on Discord.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
these two quests, we've got basically a dietary one and a physical one, but we've got some pretty mentally challenging quests in our list as we come up through the bracket. We've got some stuff that's gonna like melt your face in terms of like, oh my word, I don't want to do this. How am I gonna do it? Some
Yeah.
stuff that might have you thinking, can I even complete this? I know I've had a couple where I'm like, oh snap, I gotta really do that. But none of us are doing anything. Both Jacob and I are parents with limited time anyway. And none of us really are interested in just like putting scorpions in our underwear for a day. Like none of the challenges are that kind of thing. So rest assured, if you decide to go on the journey with us and you want to compete, you're not going to get anything that stretches you to the point of Fear Factory level. That's not what we're after. It's
Right.
more
No,
of
these are, yeah, this is more of like learning about yourself and stretching, trying some new things, or seeing how well you. I mean, look, I know people that can't navigate their way out of a wet paper bag, and for them to get dropped off 2 miles away after being blindfolded, it'll be an adventure for them to get back wherever they're going. I know
yeah.
people that are like that. And you've mentioned that outside of Mexican and Italian food, cooking, we've had many a discussion on cooking, Stephen. I know cooking is not in your wheelhouse,
No,
so
it's not.
this is going to be a stretch for you. So I like that, and definitely we want participation. We want people involved. The Discord channel, there's one going to be dedicated to side quests and talking about this week's quest. There's also going to be, get a hold of us, Stephen and I, on Twitter.
Yeah.
The
Uh,
Twitters.
we Yep, we've got an email address. You can
Dear
email in
Side
and let us know how
Quests.
things go.
Yeah.
Yes. Dear Side Quest.
Yeah, dearsidequests at
Exactly.
gmail.com is how you're going to be sending in your reports of how you did and what you did.
Yep,
Which,
and our voicemail line is still there too.
yes.
Yeah.
And what's that number,
231
Travis?
231-486-5401. We do ask keep it to about a minute or less.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And it's tough to edit down too. So
Right.
we go straight to tape, baby. So if
Yeah,
we
we
don't
do.
like to edit, so try to keep it to a minute or less. The other thing that Groove brought up is where can we submit side quest ideas? Go to the Discord channel and submit the ideas. We'd love to hear them because we do have a super secret squirrel challenge planned for the end. And if the ideas are good enough, we can definitely replace that super secret squirrel challenge with an audience suggestion instead. So we're all about it. So if you guys have
Absolutely.
side quests that you want to not only see us do, but also you want to participate in, let us know. And worst case scenario, we can drop it into season 2, which will be in I don't know, a couple of months from now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the vibe of the show basically is we do eight episodes based for our brackets. I guess it will end up being 9 or something, however it tabulates out. But that ends up being a season. And this season we've got a very piratey, swashbuckling treasure map kind of theme going on. And but because of that, we're going to be able to hopefully at the end, if you participate in every challenge with us and supply some documentation in form of just sending us an email and saying, here's what I did and how it felt
Here's
and all
what we
that
did.
stuff, be a part of it. Then at the end of the season, there'll be a special physical gift for those that compete and win and be a part of this and just win it by saying, I did all the challenges with you. And it'll be themed around our this season theme. And then next season, we'll do the same thing. And you will get a new piece of swag themed around that season. So be a part of it. Join us. Write your emails. Do your video. Danny, or the swag is your weakness. We know that's why we're gonna give it to you. That's the point. We really want you to want that swag.
Yes.
And it'll be worth it if you go through all these quests with us at the same time. We're gonna make sure it's something that you'll enjoy, and it's not just
Absolutely.
like here's a piece of candy in the mail. But this is This is a huge thing for us. We've been working on this for a long time. I don't know if you could tell by the overlays and the music and stuff, but we really have been putting a lot of thought into how this thing is going to work. And I know Jacob, Travis, and I have all been super excited to finally do it with you guys. And before we embark on the journey, to give people some time to get their votes in. Do you guys have any apprehensions, concerns, or is it mostly excitement around walking into this thing? Travis, you go first.
I am mostly excited because my day-to-day life is I wake up, I walk 15 feet into another room, and I sit in that room and I work all day. So doing some new things, doing something that I don't normally do. And I do enjoy cooking, but I do have the tendency to fall into certain comfort zone traps. So I like the idea of stepping out of a comfort zone. And we've got a nice varied number of challenges too. So there's some fun stuff to do here.
Mm.
And plus it's an excuse to get to hang out with you guys
There
every
it
week
is.
Yeah.
and swap stories. Like that's the best part of it is experiencing these challenges and then talking about it with all of you and how different everybody is going to be in that. So I am very excited.
I
Yeah.
think that's what I'm most excited about for the show is not necessarily this first episode. It's for the second episode where we get together, we chat about what we did, we chat about what the listeners did, we chat about what everybody has done, and then we talk about what's coming. I feel like that's going to be fun. And as far as apprehension's concerned, Stephen, I don't feel like I'm apprehensive. There are a couple of challenges that I know are gonna be difficult, especially being a fairly new dad. Um, so yeah, there are some things that I'm not necessarily looking forward to, but I think for the most part, I'm pretty excited. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Where are you at?
I'm in the same boat. I'm excited to do it with people. I think that's so. You and I did a challengey thing for a little while, which I've always meant to get back to, and just haven't because I don't know. I'm a failure of a human, and
No,
having
you're not.
what we're building here, like with this group and with these challenges that we've kind of crafted, is that same sense of camaraderie of plowing ahead through something together because we live in a society where we're really not challenged. We're not fighting off bears. We don't have to build our
Right.
house with our bare hands. We have much of what we need provided for us one way or another. I mean, we work
Mhm.
for our money to get our food and stuff, and that's all challenging in different ways. But there's nothing that goes like something fell in my lap and I've got to deal with it. In terms of what we're trying to find and what we're trying to go through, like navigating your way back home, we don't have to do that like ever.
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
getting out, and it's a safe level of adventure to some degree, unless Travis puts me in certain areas of town where I'm just like I'm gonna die out here. But that's
Oh
luckily
no, I'm picking yours.
okay. Yeah, I'm even more
You
worried
pick
now.
Travis's. Travis, you get to pick mine.
All right.
I'm even more worried. But yeah, no, I'm excited about doing that together, and hopefully, who in the audience, like you guys, if you decide to participate with us and do it, I want to see what you guys do. We've got a few really
Mhm.
good audience participation challenges here, where you'll be able to show us your work. A few times during the week, either in Discord or send your pictures or whatever to dearsidequests@gmail.com, where we can all do this together. But one thing I was gonna forget before we get too far is the overarching 8-week challenge.
That's right.
You hear that?
Yes.
You hear that sound? You hear that? There's a reason that sound is going off. This is for everybody to do. If you would
Everybody.
like to participate, this will not count against your "I did the 8 challenges" thing. This is kind of just for the three of us. But I encourage everyone to try it. We are going to each take $20, and we are going to attempt to turn that $20 into more money. And at the end of the season, we're going to pool all that more money, and we're going to give it to a charity. We haven't decided on which charity yet, but we'll get there. But we're going to try and basically take our 20, build it into something else, and then have a hoard of cash to give to charity at the end of the season, and include your cash if you choose to participate.
Yes.
Yeah. So
And I think that the winner should get to choose the charity.
I like that. We probably should have like a vetted list in case there's some like weird,
Right.
obscure, like horrible charity that somebody's like, I want to give to these people that hate people. Like, I think we should probably vet some of them. But yeah, I think I agree with
Sure.
the charity list of like give
Yeah.
it to, but you pick which one out of these
And,
reputable
and the
ones.
goal is really as a community, as
Sure.
the Legion, as a Two Dorks community. Um, yes, we're going to use this side quest to challenge ourselves. We're going to use it to get some things done in our lives that maybe we've neglected. We're going to use it to enjoy each other's company and to kind of go through a few challenges together. But we're also going to do it to try to improve the lives of others too. So this is a good way to give back while we're doing this podcast.
Yeah.
Is really to try to pull some money and see if we can't make some brighten some days.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And
Now, Steven, I have a question.
yeah.
How you planning on making more money?
Oh, why'd you ask me? So I'm real nervous about it.
don't have to
I have been
tell everybody.
sweating bullets over how I'm going to turn $20 into more money. But then I like, there's AMC stock sure went up today. You know what I mean? Like there's ways you can take a little bit and make it a lot. But I don't want to
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin. Yeah, I don't want to like play that game. There's got to be something. Because look, I don't have a really good track record with playing stocks and Doge. I have a unicorn moment every now and then, but it's never like I can retire. It could have been, but I didn't. I don't know. I'm not gonna lose my shirt, and I don't want to lose charity's $20. But I do. I think I'm gonna do something creative. I think I'm gonna do something material, and I think I'm gonna try to sell it to friends. And basically just shout at them that it's for charity, so they will take it and give me their cash. But it'll be something worthwhile. But I am planning on potentially drawing or painting, and throwing it out there for people to buy. Am I a skilled drawer or painter? No, I am not a skilled drawer. I doodle, and I don't know. I just kind of want to make pictures of anthropomorphic food and sell it to people. So that might happen. You ever wanted a smiling piece of toast? Maybe. I think
Maybe
you do if it's for charity. You do if
Look,
it's
when you guys see the smiling piece of toast, then you'll want it. I promise.
right. Yeah. Once you see the smiling piece of toast in my glorious art style, you'll be like, I'm going to hang that in my living room. And it's going to be great. So yeah, they're probably going to be like, I don't know, what's the smallest canvas you can get for money? Because I got to find a way to spend the $20 without going over, which I think is an important rule. If you can use whatever you have on hand, like if Jacob does decide to do what he's doing, he's got some tools that $20 will not buy. So you got to you can use your tools you got. The goal is just grow that 20. So Jacob, what are you thinking on? What's your plan?
I mean, I got a lot of hobbies that yield things. It's I brew beer, I make beef jerky, I make barbecue sauce. I make apple butter. I do a lot of these things, and most of them are seasonal. So usually in the summertime, I'll make the barbecue sauce. Usually in the fall, I'll make apple butter. I usually brew beer at least once a season, but lately I haven't because I'm a new dad. But no, I think I'm going to try to leverage one of those type of hobbies. I might try to build a few things, but I mean, I'm going to start off by dehydrating pineapples and taking all of Steven's $20. That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to go to the grocery store. I'm going to spend $2 on pineapple. I'm going to have 18 left, and then I'm going to dehydrate it, and I'm going to sell it to Steven for his 20, and I'll have $38, and he'll have none, and I'll win. That's what I plan on doing.
I will buy it
That's not
from
a
you.
bad plan.
No, it's not. You have no idea how not bad of a plan it is. Like it's a really good idea.
Yeah.
So how much is the pineapple? Well, how much money do you have? I have $20. It's $20.
$20 for a small baggie of pineapple.
It's for charity. Ah, shoot. Yeah, keep the change.
Here's 20.
Here's 20.
It's
that's
my
perfect.
20. It's the charity 20 anyway.
Are you gonna allow mail order dried pineapples so Sub can get some from you for money?
Yes.
Yeah,
I will allow whatever. So I'm going to let everybody know in Discord what I plan on doing, and if I do I don't know, make a dry aged rack of beef, I'll let people know and they can buy it. And depends on how much money I make, man. If I take everybody's 20s from dehydrated pineapple, I'll have a whole bunch of 20s to go buy a huge slab of meat, dehydrate it, and sell them for even more.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
I plan on making some cash. Charities, get ready. We're gonna line your pockets here.
That's right. We're gonna fill it up. Travis, what is your
And
first thought? Or you got something?
uh, well, real quick, I just wanted to reiterate that this is over the 8 weeks of the season.
Yes.
So we're starting with 20, and after the season, that's when it ends. So you can be continuously making that money the whole time. It's not a
Yeah.
one-time deal. So that was sort of implied, but I just wanted to make sure that everyone understood that. I think I'm going to make something. Now, what that something is, I don't know. Initially, I was going to do something with my 3D printer, but anybody that follows me
Oh
on
no.
any number of Discord channels knows that my 3D printer tried to eat itself the other day, and so I don't have one anymore. I woke up in the morning to a congealed glob of PLA plastic all over the extruder hot end, just
Ooh,
coated in it. It decided. I think it may have become self-aware at some point in the middle of the night and then killed itself out of
spite.
spite. I don't know, but um, so it's probably not going to be something 3D printed, but I'm going to make something. What it is exactly, I don't know yet. I have been doing a lot of model painting, so it may be a model um, that gets customized and painted, and maybe sell it as a commission, and start there and do something along those lines. We'll see, but it's
And
something in that way.
here's the other thing. We're more than willing to sponsor anybody who wants to join us in this quest. If anybody wants to take $20 and turn it into more, let me know. I'll send you $20.
There you go.
We will
Mhm.
definitely seed whatever and whoever wants to join us in this challenge. And even if you end up with zero, we don't care. We just want you guys to try and be a part of this and be a part of the charitable community. So again, like
Yeah,
I said, if you're willing to do it with us, let me know. I'll send you $20.
the end goal is to raise as much as we can for the charities, and for one of us to raise more than the other two.
Yeah,
That's really all it's about. So
that's
that
the
somebody
goal.
gets bragging rights.
I mean, charity's good and all, but I really just want to defeat you guys. I want to put you in
Oh,
the
I'm
ground.
I'm taking Steven down.
He's taking me
Travis,
down.
I wish you luck. I hope you beat us both, but I'm taking Steven down.
Like, I ain't got to be first. I just got to not. I just got to be better than him. That's all.
I
Yeah,
got to be
yeah.
faster than the bear. In this case, I just got to beat Steven.
Yep. You might with your pineapple goal. I'm not giving you my money out of my charity bucket though. I'll give you my personal dollars.
Oh,
You can't have my charity bucket money. That's going to be
I'm going
counted
to take
separate.
all of your personal dollars to where you've got to give me your pineapple, your charity money. You're going to be like, oh no, you've already taken all my discretionary money. All I
I'm
got is
broke.
20 left.
I'm gonna take a physical $20 bill out of my pocket right now, and I'm going to sit it right there on my desk. Now that is my charity fund. It's gonna be piled
Charity
up
fund right
here
there, baby.
as the time goes by. And I hope
There you
really
go.
if you guys participate in any challenge, participate in this one, because it will test your mettle in many different ways, and I think it's worth it. And at the end of the day, you get to say, I mean, even if you come up with $3, if Sub goes out and he sells a D20 to a 3-year-old for 25 cents, just give that to charity. Just like make it happen.
Sure, it's
But
all in how creative you get in making money.
yeah,
Not in a regular 9 to 5 job. Like, it's something outside of your normal work, and it's getting creative on how do you turn this amount of money into more of that.
right.
So
Let's get
why
some
am I
mo
the one
money.
conning the kids? Says Sub. Sub wants to know why he's conning kids.
Sub
He's
Sub
not.
probably is the least likely to con a kid.
It's true.
Sub is a wonderful human.
Yeah.
Period. End of discussion.
Right. Sub is too
Yes.
upright for our shenanigans. He's gonna go out there.
Yes.
Sub's gonna walk back like, I made 50K. Is that enough? What did you do? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. It just happened.
Yeah, it just kind of happened. Don't worry about it. Uh,
He'll make it
but
all singing sea shanties.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
The
Maybe you just
ringtones. Make ringtones for your
Oh,
sea shanties and sell them on the internet for dollars.
there you
yeah,
go.
that's 21st century busking right there.
Yeah, there you go.
I
I
think
mean, with all the social distancing, busking is kind of hard to do now because 6 feet. It's hard to put money in the cup from 6 feet away.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You put a basketball net over it, people will be tempted just to try. See if they can
That's
get it
true.
in there.
But the
You know?
problem is with coins. That's the hard one. Is the coins hurt?
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
They throw them at you. Maybe I should try that.
Yes.
Maybe I should sit on the side of the road and play my banjo. See if people put money in my bucket. But
That
yeah,
works.
man, this will be a fun one. I'm really excited for it. But throughout the whole season, we have a pretty amazing set of things that we're gonna do. But we don't have a lot to talk about this first day because we haven't done anything yet. But I think we've given you all the best overview we can, right, fellas? Is there anything
Mhm.
else that we're missing on what we're trying to do here?
No, I think what we could do is just more encourage people to join us, because I think that's really where the fun of this show is gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Absolutely.
if you're out there and you're in another Discord or you're on Twitter or whatever, be sure to share and retweet the polls when we do them. Let people know about it because I really want everybody to have as much of an opportunity to be on all the challenges as we can. And like, if somebody falls behind and they're like, I did them all, I just had to do like one of them a week later because I had a vacation and it was impossible in that circumstance. Then we got to have a little bit of leeway. So
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I don't
absolutely.
care if you do them all. Do them all.
yeah,
They
just do
all
them.
get leeway. We don't.
No, we
Yes.
have to
We're
talk
we're
about it.
beholden to time. We have to do it. But everyone else can have. There's some.
You'll have
There's
some
leeway
cushion.
there.
You'll have some cushion.
Yeah.
I don't know how much cushion you're gonna
Mhm.
have, but there'll be some for you to get the challenges done, and share your output. Now, if you do them with us, that's better because we can get the feedback from you and we can talk about it the next week. But the
Yeah,
more people
sure.
you tell about it, the more people we get to write in. So that's what's important. Dear sidequests at
Yes.
gmail.com, where you
Dear
can do that.
side quests.
Well, do you guys want to? We've got 8 votes, which I think is everybody live at the very least.
Mhm.
Do we wanna figure out which one of these two we're doing? It looks pretty solid in one direction already.
Yeah, it
let
does.
me. I
Or
should vote.
do we want to try and give
Do
it more
we
time?
vote?
I
I'm not gonna vote.
I haven't voted. I don't
I haven't
necessarily know
I'm
if
either.
not
that's a
gonna vote.
rule, but I haven't voted
I'm gonna
yet.
just let the peoples vote because I don't want to vote, because I
Yeah,
know which one I want to do
yeah. I don't know
out
which
of
No,
one.
these two.
I don't know which one
let's
you
go
want
by
to
the
do.
will of the people.
The
Let's
will
go
of
by
the
the will
people.
of the people.
Okay, I got it.
And then
So
we also have to open up the next week's vote. So
yeah, we also
can
got to do
have
that. We can talk about what those mean to us. So that's good. Yeah, this'll fill a good bit of time. I just wanted to give as many people time to vote as possible. Looks like we've done that. And there isn't a tie. Danny Orr is right. That's a good point. We could vote if there's a tie. We'll be the 3 of us will be the tiebreaker. There isn't in
Sure.
this instance. So let's go ahead and close the voting. You guys ready to know what we're doing? Audio listeners aren't here to see it live. I know all the audience is, but we're going to do the Culinary World Tour.
Woo!
Oh.
Culinary World Tour. That's right. We're going to cook 4 meals from countries that are not our own. And granted, the U.S. is a melting pot, so we've basically taken and stolen all the food from everyone else and made it ours. Except for biscuits and gravy, maybe. That feels like maybe something that's ours.
Yeah, well,
Hoppin' John,
yeah.
probably mostly ours. But there's stuff that we're gonna do. I'm super excited. Yes, Danny, our dessert does indeed count. Anything you can plate and claim another country's as the root. Try to stretch though. Like we all know, we all make spaghetti and tacos. Like let's bring stretch yourself out a little bit further. I've got strategies
At
for this,
least
and I'm
if-
very excited to talk about. Oh, go ahead,
Sure.
Travis.
And if you could do something like a taco, but it's got to be a unique taco. You're not just going to make ground beef and throw some Ortega taco mix on it and say, "Oh, I made Mexican food."
Yeah.
No, 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 no. You want to do that. Get creative. Make some like real barbacoa beef,
Yeah.
or find a way to make like something different, or just go completely crazy and go make borscht. I don't know. Just have some fun. Have some fun and really try something new. And this is really one that we want to see. We want to see pictures and hear about what it was like trying to make it for the first time, and did you like it? So that we really want to see that in the Discord, on Twitter. I mean, send me stuff at TV Stravis on Twitter. I'm happy to get that, or dearsidequest@gmail.com.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to this one.
I was
Yeah,
not
this
excited
is.
about it, but now I am.
How about this? I was hoping that the other one was going to be chosen just because it's a shorter quest. I don't have to think about it too much, and I've got a big week planned. But I'm definitely excited about this because this is right in my wheelhouse. This is something I love to do. I love to cook. Yeah, I love to try new things. So yeah, I'm excited about this one.
I have a really good
Kimchi is
strategy
getting
for this
mentioned.
one. Ooh, kimchi. I don't know that I've ever had kimchi.
Now, making kimchi in a week will be tricky,
You think?
but well, because it's got to
Yeah,
ferment.
it's fermented cabbage. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, see, I
make
don't know
something with
food.
kimchi. There you go. Now, you got a strategy? I want to hear this.
I
I'm
have a
curious.
strategy.
Non
I have
non chef man.
Yeah, I know, right? I have a very multicultural team of people at work that I'm
Ooh.
really excited to ask questions to. So one of my buddies is from Malawi, and I'm going to ask him if he has any Malawian dishes that he knows I can make local, where I can get all the stuff. I've got a buddy from the Czech Republic. I'm going to ask him about Czech Republic foods that I can try, which is probably going to be like soups. They're big on soups over there. I've got some Indian friends at work. I've got friends from Brazil. So that sounds like that could be really fun. So
Ooh.
I'm basically
Chimichurri with some skirt steaks. Ooh,
I don't
there it is,
know
baby.
what those words mean because I'm not a cooker, Jacob. You know this about me.
Look, hold on, wait,
Love it.
Steven. Just think this. I just want you to close your eyes
Okay,
for a
all right,
second.
I'm ready. I'm doing it.
And you're firing up the Blackstone, and you've got a nice, good heat going on the Blackstone, and you throw some oil on there, and it goes. And then you take a skirt steak, a real thin skirt steak, and you just throw it on there and go. And sear the outside of the skirt steak, but it's so thin that all you have to do is just flip it over and cook it for just another couple of minutes. And the Blackstone is searing hot, and all you're hearing is this. And then you take it off, and then you put this beautiful, wonderful chimichurri sauce on top of it. It is an Argentinian wonderland. Do it. That's
so who's
what you
making
need.
that, me or you? Because that sounds like you sound like you're really into it.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, I would do.
Yeah, I don't know whether to be hungry or aroused right now.
I know, I'm really confused.
Kind of both.
When you're
Not gonna lie.
hungry, yeah.
Food, you eat you start your meal with all your sensations, right? And
That's
so I
true.
guess yeah, maybe arousal was not what I was after, but
Have you
yeah,
ever
maybe
considered writing a food porn novel? Because that was pretty good.
Kelly's gonna be like, wait, I've got an audience for you.
I mean, look, all I'm saying is I feel like I need to go outside and have a cigarette now. Okay.
Yeah, that sounded really good. That sounded really good. I'm really just hoping they can provide me with something that I know I can make, and it's not super complicated because I am not good at cooking, and I want to do their foods justice. I don't want to make it crappy and then be like, your food is terrible. I want to do a good
every
job.
culture has simple dishes to make.
They do.
You'll find stuff to make.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to see what you come up with. I'm looking forward to this one. This is gonna be a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I know what the bummer is. I already know one of my nights of making food is already taken because we're going over to my in-laws tomorrow, and that's not going to be a multicultural. Well, I guess it sort of
Actually,
is.
it will be.
But I won't have cooked it.
100% will be. We didn't cook it.
We didn't cook it. Yeah, so it's not going to count. So I've got to work in the remaining meals in the next few days. But
because it's a meal over the next 7 days, that makes it a little bit easier because you got 3 meals a day to play with.
Sure. Yeah,
So,
I can ask
you know,
for
you
a
only have to
Malawian
plan for
breakfast.
one. Yeah.
What do Malawians eat for breakfast? What's fun is he's got the country's record for the high jump. This guy I know in Malawi. So I'm like, that was a fun fact he threw out one day. I was like, oh, I've got the high jump record for Malawi. I'm like, what? That's amazing. But yeah, it works with me. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna be talking to all those friends.
So that is a beautiful strategy. I mean, I'm on the phone with folks from different countries almost all day. So I may actually leverage that same strategy.
Sure.
I didn't think about it, but now that you have told me, I can do it.
Yeah, you should get in on it. Danny Orr's already got her list and is hyped. That's good news. That's already
Awesome.
making
So
me feel
stoked.
good.
Nice.
So yeah, we've got someone outside of us that's joining in. Man, that tickles me.
This
I'm
one's
ready
gonna be
for it.
fun.
Yeah, this one's gonna be really fun. But
Only if you make that blood into sausages, sub. You make some blood sausages, we can count that as Transylvanian food.
Yeah.
oh
Or
yeah,
or British, I suppose.
sure. Well, Transylvania was what? That's like Ukraine somewhere, or is it? Where's Transylvania?
Yeah,
Like really?
it's
It's
it's in the
what
Balkans area, I
Eastern European
believe.
areas,
Eastern
right?
Europe. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Eastern European. Okay, cool. So yeah, any last minute thoughts on the culinary challenge before we move on to opening up the poll for that's going to be open all week. So tell your friends to vote. Tell them about the show. Tell them what it is. Particularly while you're making the food, if you invite people over to join you, encourage them
Yeah.
to get on the bus, and make this thing great with us.
I don't have anything. I'm good.
No, I'm
Everybody's
super
good.
stoked about this one just because, yeah, it's right up my alley.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Well, with that,
I think I'm kind of like Amy in the chat. I'm stoked about it.
I was
Yeah.
most nervous about this, but after I thought of my strategy, I got less nervous and more excited. So that
That's
should
great.
be fun. So opening up our next poll. Oh, go ahead.
Steven, I wonder if there are any food streamers that could potentially we
Ooh.
can encourage to help us with this one.
It's me, Salty. Probably could
Oh, I
make
bet
some
he
fun
would do
stuff.
something. I bet
Yeah.
Cooking with Kate would do something. I
Healthy
bet
Addict
Cooking
could
Ooh,
potentially
yeah,
John
help.
Healthy
Reed would
Addict
do
would be
something.
perfect. She's been doing a world
Healthy
tour
Addict.
Yep.
for a while now. I can go back through some of her back catalog and find some stuff maybe.
There you go. Yeah, and it's vegetarian too, so it's good for you.
Vegan.
Yeah. Oh, vegan. Yeah,
Vegan
right. Even more vegetarian.
Yeah.
Vegetarian plus plus. Danny Orr offers help to advise. You can find her on Twitter, and in occasionally in Discord. I think if you've decided, I know you joined, but I also know you said you were bad at Discord. But if we're all working on this together, Discord, twodorks.net/Discord to join the chat. There's a side quest channel where we can talk
Yep.
about the food and everything we're working on together and kind of brainstorm or share our pictures or whatever. So it should be a lot of fun. So if you want to join in a different way and be more active in conversation, we can talk about it there. So check that out. And you guys ready to open the next poll? Drum roll.
Let's do it,
Let's
baby.
do it.
Boom. We got a new poll. Quest number 2. Quests are number 1, face your death. And number 2, clean up a park or a road. So go be a litter cleaner upper and go pick up trash. Fill a couple bags at a place that you feel like needs a little bit of TLC. Let's take a minute to talk about these things. Jacob, I'm going to put you on the spot and ask you to tell us what face your death means.
Yeah, this is the one I think I'm looking forward to probably least. So, the 100% guaranteed that everybody here will die one day. It's a sure thing in life, death and taxes. The question is, are you ready for your death? Do you have things prepared? Are there things that you want to do to prepare? If something were to happen to you tomorrow, would the people around you be able to? Would you make that event easier by having things taken care of and laid out for them and planned well? Or are you going to make that grieving process even harder by having absolutely no plans, having nothing in the hopper ready to go? I mean, just they're going to have to figure it out based on what they know of you or what they think they know of you. Are you ready for that event? And so this could be anything that you choose to do, whether it's put together a will, whether it's just collect your passwords, whether it's have a conversation with a friend to say, hey man, this is what I want and this is what I need. And I'm hoping that maybe we could chat about this so that you can help me to figure this out. Whatever it may be, this is about a personal thing for the listeners and a personal thing for us. Whether or not, so take it how you want to take it.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's a very good description of that one. And it's going to be a very sobering challenge. That one way or the other. We're doing all of these, so it's not like you vote for one and we never do the other one. It's just which one it goes up against and whether it moves forward. So remember, whichever one you vote for is the one we do. The one we do not do moves forward in the bracket to be challenged by another one. So next up, clean up a park or road. Travis, you tell us about that one. That
I
seems pretty
mean,
straightforward.
pretty straightforward. You're gonna find a stretch of road, or you're gonna find a park or something near you, and go give it a little TLC. Go pick up some. Because look, people are dirty. Okay, we litter, we leave stuff around. Like it's what happens. And now that everybody is kind of emerging from the cave that is the last year plus of pandemic. More people are getting outside. Let's get out and make sure that that everything still looks nice, and you want to go out to the park. You want to drive along that stretch of road. So, grab yourself a garbage bag or two. Go pick up some trash. Go pick up what you see laying around. Beautify the area a little bit,
Sure. Yeah. Buy
and it
yourself
helps
a
out.
pokey stick for picking
Yeah,
stuff up because gross.
yeah.
Uh,
Wear gloves.
wear
Wear
gloves.
gloves. Okay.
Yep. Kit London does ask, does making a bucket list count for Face Your Death? Jacob, does making a bucket list count?
I feel like it should, as long as you have a plan to tackle some of those items. I mean, making a bucket list to sit on the shelf and not do anything with it, I feel like is disingenuous. If you're going to make a bucket list, then have at least a goal or a way to achieve that goal.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think it would definitely count as long as you have a clear line of sight to achievement.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think I would be down with it. I think one of the spirit of it too is like you're dead. So make sure that when you're dead, there's some sort of plan in place because the bucket list is very much a living item. Like you live and you
Yeah,
do the bucket list challenges. But when
that's true.
what the spirit we're after is you gonna
Yeah.
die. Be ready
Yeah,
for
you
it. You
stepped
know?
off the curb to cross the street and you got hit by a bread truck.
Yeah. Your bucket list
Now
doesn't
what?
matter much then.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. But what's in place? Do people have access, or is there a backup copy of the passwords for all of your online presence somewhere? Because that
Yeah.
might be important information locked away, bank accounts and all this other stuff that maybe nobody has access to, and they need that or something. So
Yeah.
But a bucket
you know,
list is a great add-on, and I think it's a great idea anyway.
sure. Oh
In
yeah,
that you
definitely.
you you get credit for sure for having that in there.
And actually, that might be a good challenge for us for the next season,
Yeah, sure.
or Secret Squirrel Challenge. Is make a bucket list and find a way to achieve it. So
And a plan. I've got a couple bucket list items already because this pandemic has taught me to do stuff because you're
Yes.
gonna. And my doctor today was like, "Do stuff because you're gonna die," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm not really."
hold
Gonna
on,
die.
wait.
I'm gonna die
The
later.
doctor said you're gonna die.
No, he didn't tell me I'm going to die. I just have to.
I'm gonna say.
Look. When I get doctor reports about lab work, I have to take it to the extreme, so I will straighten myself out. So if it's like your cholesterol is lightly elevated, I'm like, I'm going to die. I have to straighten up. I'm going to exercise every day because I'm a cold turkey person. I can't ease into stuff. I'm either in or I'm not in. So I got to be in. So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Fair enough.
Got to be
Fair enough.
going. So that poll for audio listeners who are tuning in later, that poll is open for the whole week. So I'm going to be updating the URL for twodorks.net/poll. We'll send you to this poll sometime after the show for everyone to vote and then tell us which one they want to do. I guess if you think about it that way, you're kind of voting for yourself if you're choosing to get on the bus, which I
Sure.
think is an important thing to note. Because if you don't want to face your death, don't vote for it. But if you don't want to go clean a park, don't vote for that because you might be in on. If you want the special gift at the end of the season,
You're gonna want to vote.
and I think you're gonna want the special gift.
Yes.
And who
you're
knows?
right.
After multiple seasons, there might be like a hat trick gift where you get a special thing if you did all three.
A special gift.
A special or
Extra
gift.
special gift.
Yes.
But yeah,
A
but
double plus special gift.
right on. But this dude, I'm so excited to do this entire show. Like I think I'm pumped. I'm glad we're not talking about COVID on Staring at Goats anymore. This is a positive push in a really cool direction, and I love so many people showed up to chat with us about it and be a part
Yes.
of it. It means the world. So don't forget you can send us email at dearsidequests@gmail.com. Travis, what's that phone number?
231-486-5401.
Yes.
Leave us
And
a voicemail. Try to keep it under a minute.
yes.
Yep. And
And
where else
by the
can they
way,
reach
if
us?
you're
Oh.
if you're a redneck, it's not DEER.
Right.
It's DEAR. It's deer side quest, not deer
Yeah.
side quest.
Dear
It's not what you
Side
eat.
Quest.
It's
DER goes straight to Tater and D-Wayne.
That's right.
Dear
There
side
you go.
quest. Tater and D-Wayne may respond with a lot of confusion. Be like, what you talking about? But yeah, and you can join us. Where else can you join us to tell us about your project? What was that other thing? What's the other venue, Jacob?
Twitter?
Discord.
Oh, Discord.
And Twitter. Actually, that was really good.
Either one.
Do that.
Well, except if you want to talk to Jacob, then it's only Discord because
Right.
Yeah, that's weird. And lately I haven't been on Discord either, so
You're gonna have to just
True.
call Jacob on the phone and talk to him.
actually so real quick funny story I got to tell the listeners. So Steven and Travis were on the Discord and they were going back and forth and I've gotten to the point where I've just muted all Discord and just because of work stuff. And Steven sends me a text and he asked me a question that was relevant to the show, and of course I responded right away and said, here, this is what I think. And so Steven gets back on Discord and said, spoke to Jacob, this is what it is, even though I'm in the chat.
Yeah.
He found it much easier just to get in touch with me just by texting me as opposed to tagging me on Discord.
Look, there's things I got to do.
Yep.
I had to go through the avenues I know worked. Don't send
Yeah,
a carrier
right.
pigeon if you got a telephone. You know.
That's right. Light the beacon of Gondor.
Yep. So, man, that's what we're after. It's a brand new show. Everyone knows brand new podcasts have a better opportunity to get listed in places because we're not older than dirt. So if you do see this podcast in iTunes and Spotify or wherever, rate it, give it a review, tell people you had a lot of fun and you're looking forward to the side quest. If you're doing your cooking stuff and you want to invite somebody over, tell them where you learned it, why you're doing it. Also, don't forget your $20. Wrap them up in that too.
Yep.
If you're like, hey, by the way, if you want to do these quests with me and $20, turn that into a lot of money for charity. And team up, man. Team up with your $20.
Team up.
Only 3 of us have to compete with each other. Y'all can team up.
That's
You
right.
got a buddy?
Oh, sure.
You're like, let's pool some resources. You know how to do this. I know how to do this. Let's get together and knit stuff and you paint stuff and make it a collaborative effort. I think the more you do it
And
with
be
friends,
sure
the
to
better.
send us the fact that you're doing it. We will seed your money.
Yeah.
Or the charity money. We will definitely give you $20 to turn into something more. So let us know if you're planning on doing it because we'd love to have you join us.
Yeah. If the
Yeah,
chat collective makes
and-
the most, what do the hosts have to do? We have to give it to
Good
charity.
question.
How about that?
Yeah.
That's what we have to do.
Also, I mean, I will help boost the signal if something that you're doing is going to end up being like I'm going to try and sell this thing. If you're going to do the pineapple idea,
Mhm.
and dehydrate pineapple to sell it, let me know. If it's something that can be mail ordered, I will help boost that signal on Twitter and around and spread
Same.
that word as well. So
Yeah, same. I mean, you know what? Let's just make up a hashtag on the spot. If you're doing it on Twitter and you want to share it with people, hashtag it 2dorksgives. And then we'll see it. I'll just make a little filter and help boost it
There you
that
go.
way. Just hashtag 2dorksgives the number 2 because
Like
that's
it.
kind of our brand. And
Yeah.
and we'll just boost everything that goes through that hashtag. That would be
sure.
Dice bags.
Dice bags is a great
smart.
idea.
I would buy a dice
Great idea.
bag. I would buy
Mhm.
one.
Look at this. Hold on, wait. I've got dice here,
No
and
bag.
they're still
no
in the
dice
thing.
bag.
I need a bag. Make me a dice bag.
Do
I'll
it.
buy
Boom.
one.
There you
I
go.
mean, I have a Crown Royal bag I can give you, but
I threw away my Crown Royal bag in my Great Purge of 2021.
good for you. Good for you. most kids' first dice bag is a Crown Royal bag. They don't know it's the liquor
Mhm.
their dad is drinking, but it's just a really cool bag that I put rocks in. All right,
There you go.
y'all. Well, with that, we're gonna let y'all take off, get to work, do some good in the world, and make sure you share this podcast for far and wide. And we'll see you next time, next week on Side Quests. All done, y'all.
Boom.
Man, that music makes me want to run.